In the upcoming episode, Eun-ho and Ji-yun face a whirlwind of emotions when a bitter truth is revealed: Ji-yun's father had sacrificed his life to save Eun-ho. Ji-yun couldn't hide her shock upon learning this fact. A deep sense of loss engulfed her, accompanied by countless questions that haunted her mind. She began to wonder whether her father had ever regretted his decision and whether she was truly worthy of such a sacrifice. From that moment on, Ji-yun found it difficult to look Eun-ho in the eye. Every time she saw him, all she could think about was the father she had lost. The warmth she once felt in his presence slowly faded, replaced by doubt and a growing distance between them. Eun-ho noticed her change in demeanor, but he chose not to push her. He could only hope that one day she would return, not as someone burdened by guilt, but as herself. However, circumstances did not allow them to drift apart so easily. A pressing issue at the company forced them to work together, making it impossible to avoid each other despite the wounds still lingering in their hearts. Every interaction felt heavy, as if an invisible wall separated them. Both were aware of the many things left unsaid, yet neither dared to speak. Unspoken sorrow lingered between them, creating a tension that remained unresolved. Meanwhile, Soo-hyun started doubting her own decisions. She wondered if she had truly done the best for her child. The thought weighed on her, and eventually, the tears she had been holding back began to fall, threatening her composure. Amidst her turmoil, Jong-hun arrived, steady and unwavering. Without saying much, he pulled her close and gently reassured her that she had done more than enough. He reminded her that she was not alone in this. Those simple words brought her a small sense of relief, making her feel valued and understood. At the climax of the story, Ji-yun finally gathered the courage to face the reality she had been avoiding. With heavy steps, she made her way to her father's grave. The soft breeze carried back memories she had long suppressed. Her hands trembled as she touched the gravestone, and in her heart, she expressed an apology that had been buried deep inside her. She realized that she had come too late and had never fully understood the depth of her father's sacrifice. At that moment, she turned toward Eun-ho, who stood a short distance away. Their eyes met, and for the first time since everything had unfolded, Ji-yun saw something different in him. It was no longer just guilt, but the determination of someone who had fought to live the way her father had hoped. Ji-yun finally understood that Eun-ho was not just someone who had survived because of her father's sacrifice, but someone truly worthy of it. In her heart, she silently thanked him, not just for being alive, but for becoming the person her father had always hoped for. With a newfound sense of acceptance, she prepared to move forward, not with the weight of guilt on her shoulders, but with cherished memories she would carry with love.